Hello guys, and welcome in this video where I wanted to show you how you can generate a meal plan in 1 or less than couple of minutes and then send it directly to your phone afterwards. So I'm going to open my Optimal Plate, which is a licensed product or application, and that's so where you have to confirm confirm the term and condition. So the application is going to open now, and we're going to generate the meal plan. Okay, so I'm just going to put that there. So in this application, so this is the landing page where you have the menu and where you have access to the different tabs. So you can select any tab here and go and navigate this way in order to facilitate the navigation. So one, for example, this one where you have a summary of your meal plan generated. Then we go back to the main menu. So here on the you can select the parameter where we're going to define the different values for the parameter in order to define first the macro nutrients. So here you have a button so where you can zoom all the different tabs of the application in order to have it adjusted to your screen. So here I'm just going to put my email. So this is where you're going to send the meal plan to your phone directly. Okay, and then name. So I will do that rapidly. So there you go. So my date of birth, this is this one. Estimated body fat, and then your height, and then the gender. Then the next step is to select the model to calculate the BMR. So you have the choice between those two models. So this one, or you can input directly your BMR in a value like that. If you have, like, for example, a scale that gives you your BMR. So here you can see if I change, it's going to change all the graph and values automatically. So I'm going to keep the first model here where the BMR is going to be calculated based on my weight, my height, my date of birth, so on and so forth. Then you select your activity level. So here I'm going to select just moderately active, so 3 to 5 times of sport per week, and then the calorie goal. So as a calorie surplus, so it can be in absolute value or in percentage, or calorie deficit, again in absolute values here or in percentage value. So here I'm just going to select 300 calorie deficit. So here's now we have our total calorie for the day. So 2,289 kilocalories, and then we're going to select how we're going to calculate the protein, fat, and carbs. So first for the protein, so we're going to select how many grams per kilo weight or pound of body weight you want to have. So here we're going to select 2 grams per kilogram of body weight, or 0.9 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Okay, then the next step is to select the fat. So here we're going to select 60%, so high fat keto and zone fat as main food. And then we see that we have calculated our protein here, and then the fat, and then the remaining of the calories will come from the carbs. So here 79 grams of carbs. Then the next step is to select how you want to define to distribute your dose macro. So for example, you can select intermittent fasting, and then you can see here on the graph that it's going to be distributed across the lunch and the dinner. And then the next step here. So for this example, I'm just going to select like training before the breakfast. So if you train first things in the morning, and then how you can distribute best your macro. All those distribution is configurable, so you can configure that here. So how in percentage distribute the macro across the different meal. Okay, so we go back to the parameter here, and then so the last two parameters. So it's either you want to include at least one quantity of each food or not. So this is when we're going to generate the meal plan, and here it's the precision of the calculation. So here I'm going to select, for example, 9, so balance, fine, accuracy. Okay, so once I define all my parameters here, I can go to my one-day meal plan, and then I can simply start so I will update the portion here to make sure everything is automated, and then I can select. So as you can select your favorite, you can define your favorite meals for breakfast, lunch, dinner. So for example, this one here, so you can click at that, and then it will select your first favorite breakfast. So you can modify that here. So redefine your breakfast, lunch, or dinner. So you have these 3 different favorite meals. Then I go back to my one-day plan. I'm going to remove that, and I'm going to show you how you can define your meal plan in seconds with your food. So here you have the fixed food. So this is defined portion, and here you have the calculated food for your breakfast. So we're going to calculate how many portion of each food we want to get in order to match our macro, and this will be done automatically, which is all the power of this automated meal plan. Okay, so for example here I'm going to put like a coconut oil, so I'm going to select So I'm going to put teaspoon, so one teaspoon, and then I will select here maybe banana, okay, and then I will select 0.5. So here it's default value that you can update every time you want to you define the portion, and then you can update the portion with this button very easily. So for here we're going to keep 0.5, but you can also change to any type of quantity. So this is the fixed food, and then now we want to calculate. We want to get the food on which we're going to calculate the portion. So here I'm going to select like eggs, so like boiled eggs, for example, and then I'm going to select like beef, like 5% cooked, and then I will want to put some avocado pulp, and then I will put half avocado, and then we see here that the portion, every time I select a new food, is automatically calculated. So the quantity of the portion, and then a kiwi, for example, so yellow. There you go, and then finally I will want to put some walnuts. Okay, so here we have our first meal. So you see how easy it is. So we just select the food, and the portion, the default portion, will show up, and then the quantity will be calculated to match exactly our macro. Okay, now for the second step is for the lunch. So same for the fixed food. So here I want to select macadamia nuts, and then I want to get like 30 grams of it, and then so I will need to put that for the fixed food, and then for the calculated portion. So I want to take like beef, grilled. Okay, so 8 portion, and then I'm going to select like sweet potatoes. Cooked. Okay, and then the next one I will select like blackberry. So there are more than 2,700 food. So the list is exhaustive, and then you can also add your own food to this list. So blackberry raw. Okay, and then I will add some olive oil. Okay, so here if you want to change the portion, it's something you can also do. So you have like, you can define your own portion. So banana, apple, half avocado, kiwi, orange. So all that you can define them, and then you have like default one, like for the eggs, tablespoon, teaspoon, and then in weight, obviously. So here, for example, if I want to change tablespoon to teaspoon, then I can do that like that, and then all the numbers will be adjusted automatically, so that I can match my macro goal. Okay, so here I'm just going to go back to teaspoon. And then here I'm going to put like Greek yogurts for the desserts, maybe plain. And here we're going to select not tablespoon, but we're going to select not teaspoon, but we're going to put tablespoon. Okay. Now here we can see that we match exactly. So if we eat those foods, so as you can see, it took us like a few seconds to define this lunch. Then we're going to get exactly the macro required for the lunch. So by eating 175 grams of steak or 75 grams of sweet potatoes, so on and so forth. Okay, so for the last meal, for the dinner, so here I'm going to select again some fixed food, so like for example lettuce, raw, and then so 100 grams, and then like olive oil, so teaspoon, so 2 teaspoons of olive oil, and then I want to select like maybe vinegar, balsamic, let's say for the saucing, 1 teaspoon. Okay, and then finally for the dinner, so tuna, roasted bake. Okay, then I'm going to get some rice, basmati, cooked. Okay, and then some carrots, cooked, and then some goat cheese, and then again some walnuts. Just a quick nutrition tips here: eat walnuts for every meal, like some subset of it is going to improve your digestion and overall health, because it's full of omega-3. Okay, so here again we've been calculated everything automatically in order to match our macro needs. Okay, so here obviously you can also again change your portion if you want. So for example here I can select the carrots, I can select 10 grams, if you want to be more precise in the calculation. Or even here, you can select 10 grams to be a bit more precise in the calculation. And now we match exactly our macro needs. Okay. So here, what I'm going to do also, so we calculated, we did the breakfast, lunch, dinner, but I also want to add a snack to that. So I'm just going to add like some dates for the snacks, and then I'm going to have like 40 grams, and then some milk with those dates. Okay, so maybe semi milk, pasteurized, like that, and then so here we got 1 liter, but I want to have only 250 milliliters of milk, and then so I select 0.25. And then the beauty here, so when I select the snack, is that we're going to recalculate all of the different value for each of the different meal for the quantity, okay? In order to, again, match exactly our macro needs for the overall day. And then you see the total here. So we're going to have like on total, so 157 grams of protein, so 98%, it was like 160 grams that we need to get, 162 grams of fat, and 80 grams of carbs, so 101% of our target, and then 2,409 calories. So if I go back to my parameters, it was the goal, and this is what we get. Okay, so here you can also adjust the window, so horizontally if you want to concatenate all this meal plan, and then you can also show more parameters. I'm just going to put that here maybe on the top, and then you can see here you have more parameters, so you can easily adjust this window like this or like this, and then you can see here the parameters, additional parameters. So you have the PDCA, glycemic index, insulin index, satiety index, the PRAL, so which is the acidity of the food or your overall meal, and then the price, even the price for your meal. You can change the currency from the parameter if you want to put it in dollar or other currency available. Okay, so you can see like the total price, acidity, and so on and so forth. Okay, so once I define my meal plan for the day, what I want is to send it to my phone. So I have one button here, so send by email, and then I will click on this button, and then what it will do, it will compile all the graph and results, and it will put it in an email, and I will receive it directly onto my phone. So here it's compiling all the results, and then I can go to my emails here. So this is the email that I just sent. I will show you on just after this, like how it looks like on the phone. So here you can see like the graph and the calorie that we want to get for during the day, and then the distribution of those of our macro, and then our different meals. So here it's ordered by weight. So for the breakfast, and then you have the graph also of the weight per food, then for the lunch, and then for dinner. Okay, then you have like a more detailed view, so with all the different parameters, and then you have also other type of fat composition to reach your goal, and then here you got all the different more detailed view of the different meals. Then you got a list of food where you can order it also by weight, and then here you can see the price and the total price for your day. Okay, and then here you can see the results, the graph. So this is of the macronutrient, of the carb composition, and then for the fat composition, vitamins, minerals, and then here you have for each of the nutrients, you have like a description of how your meal is comparing to your goal. So here you can also have like a different view of your meal summary. So you can see the goal, and then what has been achieved, and then the quantity, and then at the end the overall and how it was calculated and achieved. So here you get a summary, which I will show you from the with all the nutrients, which I show you from the email, and then here you get like a graph of showing you the goal achieved for each of the different macronutrients. And then I can go back here. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoy it. Again, to get my optimal page, you can click the link in the bio to go in the page and have more information. Thank you.